All right, and we are live. What's up, everybody? Just here for a check-in. I'm here in snowy Virginia, and it is snowing outside, but nevertheless have reason to be grateful. Excited to be here live, and I have a friend with me tonight, and his name is Miguel. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm blessed to be alive, brother. How are you?
Doing great. Cannot complain. Looking forward to playing out in the snow tomorrow
I'll be inside.
and cleaning off my car because I do not have a snowblower,
Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
but all will be well. So you guys aren't getting any snow in
Gotcha.
Maryland, are you?
You said what?
Is it snowing in Maryland?
You know what? I haven't peeked outside as of yet. I think it started. Um, yeah, I think it started already. Or yeah, so we might get some snow. I know for sure it'll be here tomorrow, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm so
So
grateful I don't have to shovel. So
yeah, you're not missing out on much.
um,
So I was looking at the news and I saw this update right here. I'm gonna come back to you in a second, Migs, but it talked
mhm.
about how Facebook live streams will be removed after 30 days. So this has particular ramifications for streamers, communities of faith, organizations, entrepreneurs who stream regularly, whether it's a podcast or a particular curated experience. Your live streams will no longer live forever and they'll be taken down after 30 days, starting next month. Miguel, what are your thoughts on this move by Facebook?
You know, honestly, when you really think about the infrastructure of Facebook, and it was bound to happen at some point in time. Think of all the churches alone that have hours upon hours of
Thousands of
content.
hours. Yeah.
Right, right. And they're storing all of these things. And it's like, well, where are they storing it? And, anyone who has bought a hard drive in the last 10 plus years knows space is not cheap.
Yep.
So at some point, it was heading towards that way. And to be honest with you, Facebook is not the most ideal place for storing videos. YouTube does a better job at that. You can create playlists and all of those things. So it's a shift. I don't think it's the end of the road, right? Just because it's the bend in the road. So we're gonna have to figure out how to be. I mean, the simple solution is just to place the live stream link, the YouTube link on the channel,
Yep.
and that'll be counted as a post for the week.
Mm-hmm.
After it goes live. And for those that like to edit their live streams afterward, it works in your favor as well. So I think it's just a matter of adjusting to the change.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about, let's say, entrepreneurs or people who
Mhm.
run coaching programs through
Yeah.
Facebook. I'll have to dig some more, but I wonder if they will even allow you to live stream inside of your private groups. Like, is that being affected, or is it just those videos and live streams will now be taken down after 30 days and you won't be able to have a video library in your own group? Or is it just for public pages? So I haven't
Mhm.
really dug into how far this reaches, but
Mhm.
it definitely affects content creators of all sorts of industries and sizes.
Yeah, it's an interesting question to raise. I know that Facebook has changed quite a bit of what they allow in terms of private groups. I know third party apps weren't allowed, or there were some like extra layers of protection, or like hoops that you had to kind of jump through um, to get access to that. But even in the groups, what is YouTube is free to start a page. So
Yep.
still start your YouTube page. And to be honest with you, it might work out. Now if you want to truly keep that content private, because I know there's some people who have private groups that they want to, you know, private paid groups especially, you can always have your video unlisted and
Right.
create your playlist. So that is a workaround. And then later down the road, somebody might say, "I don't want to join your group, but I want to get access to your playlist," or whatever the case may be. Or you can check out Kajabi. You might create some content on there, or one of those sites, and you can pay for access to those items. That's another alternative as well. But honestly, Facebook has been free all of our lives. So
Yeah.
they make a change like this, it's an inconvenience, but
Yeah. But honestly,
it's
we do not own these platforms.
we don't.
So at any given moment, they
Yeah.
could make changes. That's why it's important for everybody to have ownership of their
Mhm,
stuff and
mhm.
have an email list. Don't just rely on social media. Some of you had that scare of a lifetime on TikTok just a few weeks ago where you thought you lost everything because your
Yeah,
whole business is just TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. But you need to have a mailing list. You need to have a place, a
yeah,
portal, even if it's not a website, but a place where you house all of your content and you store it for a virtual rainy day like this when things change or when they start clamping down or being stingy with the space on the Lord's internet. But anyways, I mean, own your own, have your own, and that's a
yeah,
part of stewardship, right? Managing what you have, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely. And to go with your analogy of the storm, right? I liken it to, man, speedboats are fun. Jet skis are fun. They're fast and they're nimble. They can cut through the water a lot easier. But when the storm hits, you want a bigger, larger boat.
Right.
And in our setting, that would mean having multiple points of contact. For our TikTokers, Gaston just said, man, do you have a mailing list? Is your content on YouTube? I know, for TikTokers, Facebook feels archaic. So you may not do that, but Instagram, how can other people find you? How are you repurposing your content? Do you have your own website? I know people have gone away with that
Yep.
until a few years ago when Instagram started acting funny. People were concerned. Do you have your own website?
Hmm.
um, yeah, you can think about building the boat a little bit larger, so that it can weather the storms.
Yeah.
And you're not limited to a platform which is free and you do not own.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just saw another headline in my on my phone. Delta is offering $30,000 to passengers who were on the plane that crash landed in Toronto upside down. $30,000 with no strings attached. So it's almost as if you take that 30,000, you can no longer sue them later. Is that the case?
You can't sue. Yeah.
So upfront, we're giving you
Yeah, that
30K.
sounds like
You survived.
yeah,
Be grateful and go on with your 30K. Would you take it, Miguel, if you were on that plane?
it depends. If I walk away with no injuries, I have been hospitalized, all of my baggages, my bags are good. You know what? That 30K, you know what? I'll sign up for another one of these. But if you're dealing with medical expenses, maybe hotel fees, that wasn't your final destination, and now you're kind of trapped in Toronto, and you're trying to find your yeah, that 30,000. I don't know about that.
Are you
You might
sure
have
you'd take
to
the short
ante
money
a little bit.
over
But
the
listen, thirty thousand
possibility of long
dollars.
money?
There's no guarantee of the long money.
That's true.
So that's what I said. It depends. It really depends. For me, I could use 30,000 right now. I ain't gonna hold you. But for someone else who really like it was a traumatic situation where you might need, post care, whether that's therapy or physical therapy, a therapist, whatever the case may be, that $30,000 might be a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pivot right now because I
Hmm.
got a milestone to celebrate. Uh, I have coached 25 individuals on Zoom. This is podcast coaching. And I got this email from Calendly because that's the platform I use to book my appointments. And I just wanted to celebrate this publicly that I have made a commitment to help other podcasters in 2025, being more intentional about using that particular gift. And so, Miguel, you are one of the individuals that I was able to sit for 30 minutes to talk about your pod plans. Was that 30 minutes sitting with GP worthwhile from your perspective?
Yeah, honestly, if you're like me, you have thoughts that flow constantly. There's a river of ideas that flow through your mind. You need to have that structured conversation, and then also you need a different perspective. So I don't want to give all the sauce, but you kind of forced me to reframe, at least slow down a little bit, to reframe and strategize a little bit. Not just thinking about your podcast idea. Sometimes we get caught up in the aesthetics, um, but what about the strategy? Your positioning, your proposition, and so yeah, that conversation definitely had me. It allowed me to think a little bit broadly about my plans, my future plans, and just have a little bit more, for our pathfinders here, uh, having another peg to tie the tent down just a little bit. So I appreciated that conversation, for sure.
Yes, sir. And I'm grateful that you are willing to allow me to coach you, and I'm excited about the plans that you have and your clarity and direction and the strategy that you'll infuse with that to move forward intentionally to make a difference with your skill sets and your passions and through how you serve the world. So I want to announce that in the month of March, I will be doing a masterclass
Mm.
that anyone can attend. And I'll also be giving away something special, something valuable. I'm not going to say what it is, but it makes your voice amplified. It plugs into your computer and it allows you to be heard further than your voice can be heard alone. So, as an amplifying gift, I pray that it would be a blessing to whoever wins it. So, I'm not going to give
Yeah.
all the details, but I want to share and inspire other podcasters, those who have started, who have pod faded, those who are thinking about starting, those who have been doing it for years, but who want to scale strategically. I want to give some game to those and give an opportunity for them to be a part of a community, a virtual space where they can grow and share in knowledge and in strategy of podcasting. So it's coming out next month. I'm going to roll out the announcement officially, but I'm just letting folks know if you're interested in being a part of that podcasting masterclass, just comment in the chat below. Even after this video, if it's 30 days later, it'll be taken down by Facebook. But immediately after this live, just let me know, send me a DM that you want to be a part of the podcasting masterclass, and I'll be sure to include you in that particular event happening early March. So, Miguel, would you attend a podcasting masterclass if I put one on? Like, do you want to? Would you want to come? You want to pull up, bro?
Honestly, you told me a little bit about your plans for this one when we had our conversation. So I've been waiting for this, and I've been holding this secret for a while. I haven't been snitching. I didn't even tell my wife what you told me, and I'm like, oh really? Okay, yeah, absolutely. I want to be there.
Yes, sir.
It's I don't need any more items to amplify my voice,
You
but
have
I
enough
I ain't
microphones.
gonna deny one.
That means if you win the microphone, you're gonna gift it to somebody else.
You know what? I might consider that.
You know,
I might consider that. We'll see.
I haven't determined exactly what I'm gonna gift, but I do have this
Fair. I can't promise that one anymore.
MV7i.
I'm not promising I'm giving it away. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That would be a hard one to give away.
Patrick is in the chat saying, I'm going to own that airline upside down. And he said, also, I'm going to the class. All right, Pat.
Okay.
Look forward to seeing you there. But I'm not going to hold y'all long. We just wanted to share some updates about Facebook live streaming, what it means for creators, podcasters, streamers, people who share content regularly, ramifications. But we know the answer. We know what to do. We need to make sure that we have a catalog of our own content, and lean into YouTube more, right? Facebook, you cannot rely on Facebook for everything. YouTube is a better place. By the way, I saw that Netflix is eyeing podcasting and open to exploring how they could infuse video podcasting into their offerings. And so podcasting is an ever evolving space that's constantly growing. When you think it's oversaturated, no, there is so much more room for growth and money in podcasting. So for those who think it's too late, oh, I can't join now. There are already too many out there talking about what I like talking about. There's room for you in the podcasting space. And so next month when I host my podcasting masterclass, be sure you're part of the conversation, because if you're not at the table, you are on the menu. Any closing words, Miguel, before we stream away?
Yeah. Facebook is I love Facebook because it's a great community builder. And so, maybe we can pivot and focus on that aspect instead of it just being an announcement board. So, listen, with new challenges come new opportunities. So,
Exactly.
let's get creative. And also, to those who will lose, to me, in that, when Gaston has his challenge or his I apologize now. There's no hard feelings. There's no insider trading. I'm just declaring, things that have not come yet as if they were, So I'm gonna clear some space on my desk for that one.
You're claiming it right now. I mean, by the
Right
way,
now.
that is one of the newest mics that Shure just released. So, it's not
Yes.
everywhere yet, but you can go to Shure website and buy it. But that microphone has an interface on the inside, which allows you to do some really cool things. If you have a two-person podcasting setup, you can literally plug it into a computer, SM7B like this one,
Yeah.
into the other one, which is a USB with an interface on the inside. That means you don't have to carry an interface. You literally just plug and play with all the juice and gain you need with the classic SM7B from the MV7i.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you need a cloud lifter? Sorry, do you need a cloud lifter?
No.
Wow.
No. The interface is already inside the little microphone.
Okay. Yeah, Pat, it's time for you to go.
So anyways, stay tuned, y'all, for the announcement of the podcasting masterclass. And we look forward to connecting with you all. You all stay safe. Those of you who are in inclement weather, if you're in somewhere warm and sunny, enjoy it. Don't rub it in, but just count your blessings. And we hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of the week. Take care, y'all.